Elon Musk finally reveals artificial gravity Starship 2022. Many astronauts and scientists have wished for decades to be able to walk on the outer surface of the Earth as if they were on Earth. But what if they didn't have to be concerned about muscle atrophy? We could create artificial gravity, but what exactly does that entail? How possible is that? Welcome to our channel, where you get real updates about space and technologies. In today's video, we are discussing how Elon Musk finally revealed artificial gravity Starship 2022. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and also smash the bell icon so that you can be notified when we release a new video. Kindly stay tuned to the end of this video to know how possible this is. Thanks. Elon Musk has finally revealed his artificial gravity Starship, and those questions may have finally been answered. All objects with mass or energy, such as planets, stars, galaxies, and even light, are attracted to one another by gravity. The Earth's gravity creates the tides, while the Moon's gravity lends weight to intangible objects. There was a strong gravitational pull that led to the formation of the universe's first stars and galaxies. As a result, many of the universe's large-scale structures can be attributed to gravity. In spite of gravity's infinite reach, its effects diminish with increasing distance. Relativity best explains gravity by depicting it as a result of masses traveling along geodesic lines in an unevenly distributed spacetime, rather than as a force. There is no escape from a black hole once the event horizon has been crossed, and nothing, not even light, can do so. Most applications can be approximated with the Newtonian law of universal gravitation, which states that the attraction between any two bodies is proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. The center of gravity of the triangle was discovered by Archimedes, an ancient Greek philosopher. According to him, when two equal weights have different centers of gravity, their combined gravitational force is at the midway point of the line connecting their centers of gravity. How would an artificial gravity system function? Artificial gravity is the creation of an inertial force that mimics the effects of gravity, typically through rotation, as opposed to linear acceleration, which is indistinguishable from gravity according to the equivalence principle. Rotational gravity, or artificial gravity, is the appearance of a centrifugal force in a rotating frame of reference. Make-believe gravity that works just like natural gravity relies on a rotating surface or chamber to function properly. Planned starships, the risk of space travel to one's health, have led to some to propose the use of artificial gravity as a possible solution. In 1964, the Soviet space program estimated that a human being could last only 14 days in space due to the body's inability to adapt to weightlessness. His concerns were unfounded because space flights have lasted up to 437 consecutive days, and operations on the International Space Station frequently last 6 months. Human safety in space prompted researchers to investigate the physical effects of prolonged weightlessness. A Spacelab Life Sciences One flight conducted 18 experiments on 2 men and 2 women over the course of 9 days in June 1991. White blood cells and muscle mass reacted less strongly in the absence of gravity. In the first 24 hours of being in a weightless environment, blood volume decreased by 10%. Brain enlargement and vision problems may result from prolonged weightlessness. In the event of a return to Earth, the body's negative effects from prolonged weightlessness persist due to fluid accumulation in the lower extremities, elevated heart rate, and blood pressure, as well as a reduced ability to exercise. The majority of astronauts had to be taken out of their spacecraft on stretchers when they landed back on Earth. Success in tests means the Starship has a lot of potential. A former NASA chief scientist believes that Starship's larger capacity and lower launch cost will allow for more ambitious research missions to be carried out. Aside from returning experiments to Earth, the launch vehicle could be used to recover defunct man-made objects in orbit known as space trash. According to NASA's Ames Research Center, Starship can carry heavy equipment such as drilling rigs to remote locations in space. It is possible that the expedition will allow for much more in-depth investigation and knowledge of their interiors and subsurface resources, something that earlier launch vehicles couldn't do at a reasonable cost to them. The rocket may be able to conduct large-scale lunar and Mars rock explorations and return samples. It is possible that SpaceX will use these flights as part of its vehicle test landings, and that they will be tailored to specific locations. A mission like this could help solve many unsolved astronomical mysteries, such as the possibility of previous lunar volcanism or the existence of extraterrestrial life. A human landing on Mars was SpaceX's long-term goal, but Elon Musk announced in October 2020 that an unmanned mission to Mars would occur in 2024 instead. Axel Springer Award 2020 winner Elon Musk stated that he is confident that the first crewed trips to Mars will occur in 2026. An important part of the mission will be the SpaceX Starship, a reusable super heavy lift launch vehicle that the company has been working on since 2018. Once in orbit around Earth, the spacecraft would be refueled and sent to Mars with a huge payload. After landing on Mars, the spacecraft would be refueled with locally produced propellants before heading back to Earth. SpaceX does not intend to use Starship to reach Mars. As of September 14, 2018, SpaceX had stated that the Starship could carry a paid passenger into the lunar orbit in 2023. A Japanese tycoon, Yakuza Maezawa, is the passenger. The Starship will have a pressurized capacity of 1,000 M3, 35,000 cubic feet, as well as vast social rooms, central storage, a galley, and a solar storm shelter. An even broader range of possibilities is available. Elon Musk gave an overview presentation on Mars architecture in September of 2016 that included concept slides describing trips to Enceladus, Europa, Kuiper Belt objects, and Pluto-based fuel store, and even trips to the Oort cloud. Taking a trip like this will necessitate the transportation of humans in zero-gravity environments for an extended period of time and solving customer liability issues on moon trips. Will SpaceX give it a shot? Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe buttons. Thanks. The Gemini 11 mission attempted to create artificial gravity by spinning the capsule around the Agena target vehicle, which it was attached to by a 36-meter cable. They were able to create 0.00015 g of artificial gravity by using their side thrusters to gently twist the combined ship. Both astronauts couldn't feel the force, but they could see things moving toward the floor of the capsule. The Gemini 8 mission was able to experience artificial gravity for a brief period of time. A malfunction in the electrical system caused one thruster to fire continuously. In order to protect the crew, the mission had to be aborted immediately after they experienced significant acceleration forces, about 4G. Musk also said in 2021 that SpaceX was already thinking about how its next-generation Starship launch vehicle could be used in orbit, either a stripped-down, expendable variation of the rocket or a cargo Starship could be used to sweep up space junk with their mouth-like cargo bays and swiftly dispatch enormous spacecraft around the solar system, according to Elon Musk, CEO of SpaceX. Additionally, Musk claims that his company, SpaceX, has looked into connecting starships together in space to create a form of artificial gravity for passengers on multi-month trips between planets, as well as converting entire starships into all-in-one orbital observatories with a power level far beyond that of the Hubble Space Telescope. According to Musk, SpaceX has also considered tying crewed starships together and rotating them around the center of the tether to provide artificial gravity for crew members on long journeys between Earth, Mars, and other planets. Tether gravity has been gaining popularity among space enthusiasts ever since SpaceX first proposed Starship in 2016. Aside from a single halting test performed during a Gemini mission in the 1960s, NASA and other universities have studied the topics for decades but have made no significant experimental attempts. It is possible to reduce the crewed Earth to Mars transit time for a Starship to 100 days or less, allowing passengers to experience microgravity for a fraction of their time in orbit around the International Space Station. A 3-month journey in an artificial gravity system may not make sense because of the extensive complexity and adjustments required to make such a system workable and compatible with starships. It's not clear if the idea was abandoned or if it was studied further by SpaceX, which Musk claims to have done so. It's clear, however, that SpaceX is considering it as a viable option to hit its targets. Do you think SpaceX will be able to hit its target? Kindly comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel, and also hit the bell icon so that you can be notified when we release a new video. Thanks.